Good evening. My name is Kayla Petrie, and tonight we're going to talk about BuyApple Inc., which is a company that sells Apple products such as the iPod, iPhone, MacBook Pros. And I created a dashboard that shows senior management how the sales team has been doing over the last 36 months. So let's take a look. Okay, so let's take a look at the actual dashboard. As you can see, it's made up of different charts and also a table. We also have a few interactive buttons and a slicer in this and a macro also, which we cannot push through the PowerPoint, but I would like to point them out to you, and the other slides will show you the different buttons with the different, or the graphs with the different choices. First, I'd like to show you here in the top right corner, we have the unit sold by sell channel. This is called a slicer, this little box on top of the graph. If you were to select the different sales channel, this graph will change. Also, in each slide, I'm going to show you the different sales channel and the graph that goes along with that. There's another chart all the way down in the bottom right corner, and that has a select product button in the corner that shows you the different gross, net, and profit values along with the products, which I will have different products selected in the next few slides. Also, here in the middle, the USA BuyApple Inc.'s gross revenue chart. This is a macro, and these buttons here to the right on the chart, if they are selected, it's going to show that data versus the USA, UK, and then both countries. And right now it's selected on the USA. And also, we have the net revenue by payment method chart here in the bottom left-hand corner, and has the different tabs for PayPal, debit, and it's also the same thing. Whatever you clicked is what the chart's going to show you. So let's actually talk about the data here. We have here in the middle the top 3 sales reps in 2012. This shows us who was number 1, 2, and 3, and then we also have the bottom 3 reps, which shows you the ranking, the number of units they sold, so you compare them to the top units sold, and here you can look at the conditional formatting to just bring attention to what was the worst and what was better. It's also really important that we talk about the 15% increase that we had a goal set for online purchasing, which is a chart that shows this at the top, the third chart over. The BuyApple did not reach the goal to increase online sales by 15%. But in 2012, we did almost hit this goal, so we're still going to keep striving to hit this. See in this chart, the ones that have the interactive buttons have changed. I've selected different data for this print screen, so go ahead and check those different charts out. Also, I wanted to talk about some of the other graphs on here. We have the 2012 gross revenue versus target, which is all the way to the right in the middle. This shows us the target that was set for each month and if we've succeeded it or went below it. But you can see in May, June, July, and August we were below it, but for the rest of the year we were either right at it or above it, which is pretty good. We met our goal there for the 8% increase. There's also the chart to the left that's in the middle, which is our top 5 months in 2012 that were the biggest revenue producing months, and it shows you with the red chart and the amounts of what the revenue was that for those months. We have February, March, September, October, and December. And here's the last print screen of the dashboard. As you can see, we're on the PayPal button down here at the net revenue by payment method, and we've changed this to have the BuyApple Inc. gross revenue chart here in the middle to show both countries. So this is a trend for the overall company for the gross revenue over 2010-2012. Also, you can see that here in the right-hand corner, we have the gross net profit by product. We have selected iPad, which is, I think, our lower, not our lowest, but one of our lower products that in revenue. As you can see, we can tell that by the average of gross revenue product chart all the way at the top left corner. It shows us how much each product is a percent of our product or our gross revenue, which we have iMac at the top, MacBook Pro second, and then the iPad, iPhone, and then iPod. Well, I'm glad that you got a chance to take a look at my dashboard project. Hopefully, it was informative to show you where BuyApple was at the past 36 months in our sales. So, thank you. Have a good night.